Hello Pisces, and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer and I am back to do a winter solstice / Yule reading for you Pisces. I just finished your Twin Flame Soulmate reading for the month of December. So if you haven't checked that out, you might want to check that out. But this is completely separate, and I have been doing an extra reading for every single zodiac sign, and it is for the winter solstice / Yule. Excuse me, so sorry. I will be putting a timestamp in the comment section below. For those who don't want to listen to what this reading represents, it will be beneficial and you'll understand what this reading is about. If you do stay, I will make it short, but I will put a timestamp in the comment section below. For those of us who live on the Northern Hemisphere, we are coming upon winter solstice and Yule. We have headed into winter, where for those of you who are living on the Southern Hemisphere, it is summer. But the messages here might be useful, and you might resonate even if you live on the Southern Hemisphere, because winter solstice and Yule is the shortest day and the longest night. And again, for those who live in the Northern Hemisphere during this like darkened half of the year or darkened part of the year, it can often bring about loneliness, depression, grief, and memories of all we have lost. So again, for those who are living on the Southern Hemisphere, these feelings of loneliness and depression, grief, things that memories of all we have lost can happen any time of the year. But the winter time and winter solstice, it's a time to honor that. Even though there are these heavy feelings, it's going within and reflecting and doing a lot of shadow work. The darkness holds its own beauty. And this is also a time of dreaming and rest and reflection, like I was saying. And it's about honoring our sorrow, honoring the dark, honoring our grief. And Yule is about welcoming back the light, and we must honor the dark and walk through the dark and honor her in order to embrace the return of the light. I live in the state of Arizona. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I've lived in Pennsylvania and Connecticut, Virginia, and a short stay in the state of Florida. And as I have gotten older, I had come to realize that I was developing seasonal affective disorder. So 3 years ago, I moved to the state of Arizona, and living here in Arizona has actually helped me tremendously, my mental and emotional and spiritual well-being, because I really thrive in the sun. And so this tarot spread that I found is not mine. I didn't create it. It comes from a website called GaianSoul.com, Joanna Colbert, and I will put her website in the description box below. And the first question centers in on the darkness and the brokenness, like what you have lost, what are you grieving, and what feels broken within. And Pisces, remember and know that you are whole. You always have been whole. You were born whole. And it could, life circumstances and events and some traumas can have us feeling broken inside, but you yourself, Pisces, are not broken. You never were. And the second is the promise, the return of the sun. And what is the promise of renewal? The third question is the integration of dark and light, and what wisdom does the dark and the light offer you as they intertwine? And the last one is the gift of the dark, and what longs to be remembered and restored. What is the gift of the dark? So what I always like to start off with is my Moonology cards. I'm very connected to this deck. I love this deck. And then I will get into the tarot, and I'll be using my Radiance Rider-Waite deck. And if I need any clarification, I will be using my Crystal Visions tarot. And at the very end, I will be pulling 3 messages of love from my Whispers of Love Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield. So all of my decks have been calibrated, but I do like to shuffle on camera a few times. And what these messages are, these moon messages from the Moonology deck, what kind of energies will be in and around you, Pisces, during this winter solstice, this winter time, and this honoring of the dark and the shadow. And if I'm quiet, it's because I'm connecting to the cards and listening to my guides. And I thank you for your patience. One more time. Okay, Pisces. All right, Spirit, what messages, what moon messages are for Pisces? Wow, okay. Moon messages for Pisces, Spirit, moon messages. Okay, Pisces. They're the main crowning energies are 2 full moon energies. So what I'm feeling and what I'm picking up right away is that during this darkened time of the year, winter solstice, Yule, going into this new decade of 2020, you are being asked to surrender and let go. It's a culmination of power. And again, like I said, a surrendering and letting go. We have a full moon in Taurus and a full moon in Gemini. Your dreams need a practical plan. I feel, if I am correct, this card came up for you, Pisces, in your Twin Flame Soulmate reading that I just finished doing. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So what I feel that this is very, again, based the fact that this full moon in Taurus card came out, again, this zeroes in on your self-worth. And I feel again that spirit in the universe is asking you to, the dreams that you have hold, this is about mission. This is about soul work. This is about taking your dreams that you have had in your mind and that you've had in dream space and bringing it and anchoring it down into your 3D world, and creating a practical plan so you can start moving. As a matter of fact, you also have the new moon in Aries card. You had gotten this card as well. It's time to take action. I'll get so connected with that. The universe is pushing, I really strongly feel for the collective of Pisces, for those who I am connecting to. Spirit is pushing you to step into your soul's work, that destiny, that divine plan, that cosmic plan that you signed up for before incarnating here on earth. And if you are finding it hard to do that, with the full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. So with the blue here, if you can see, because I know, wow, I have my blinds. My blinds are open, but it's very overcast. And so the changing of the light here, I find very, very intriguing. But this blue, this is speaking your truth. This is speaking your truth into reality. And in order to do that, with the full moon in Taurus, with all of the greens, which is mixed with blue as well, not green, not blue. This is different shades of green and pink. Connect to your heart, connect to your soul voice, connect to your intuition, because that's where your answers are going to come from. And as you contemplate, meditate, and connect, excuse me, and connect with your heart and your soul voice, Spirit wants you to know, don't let your past hold you back. Do not allow your past to hold you back. Your past has no business coming into the present or the future, especially into this new decade. The only time to look back is to remember whatever life lessons that you have learned. You've learned them well and you don't need to repeat them. I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in life lessons. And so all of these life lessons, don't bring the same lessons into the future. Do not bring those lessons into your present or into this new future, into this new decade. The card that is in the middle, which are different shades of indigo, violets, purples. This I feel is your third eye, your crown chakra, and above, the chakras above. Your commitment is being tested. So you are being tested, your commitment to yourself, the commitment to your heart, your mission, your soul's purpose, your journey. It is going to be tested. So if, as long as you are staying connected to your inner knowing and you are staying connected and grounded within your higher self and your higher power, these tests that are coming towards you, you're going to breeze through it. Doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, but you will be able, as long as you stay grounded in your knowing, you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. And here comes that new moon in Aries again. It's time to take action. So again, universe and spirit is asking you to take action on these dreams that your plan, your cosmic plan, the plan that your soul already that was already put into place before you incarnated here on this earth. So it's time to take action. So now I'm going to get into the tarot for you, Pisces. This deals with brokenness and darkness. What have you lost? What are you grieving? And what feels broken within? These are some of the things that you might be working through, the shadow work that you might be working through during this darkened half of the year, winter solstice and Yule. I'm being told one more shuffle. All right. Spirit for Pisces, for the collective of Pisces. What are they grieving and what feels broken within? What feels lost? Collective of Pisces, collective of Pisces. The feeling of brokenness, grieving. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for your patience. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 major arcana cards. You are divinely protected and divinely guided at all times. The cards that I pulled from the bottom of the deck, Pisces, it's a crowning energy, a main message. And the energy that I'm feeling, the messages that are coming to me about this darkness or this feeling of brokenness or what you might be grieving. First and foremost, and this could be for a very small group, but what I'm picking up For those who were raised in a very traditional and very strict religious background, you could be dealing with or grieving, and okay, let me start over again. For those who have or were raised in a very religious household and now walk a very spiritual path and have walked away from the constraints of a traditional, very strict religious household, you could be grieving the loss of maybe family members and friends or community that might have turned their back on you, and forging your own path and stepping into your own truth. Because we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card. I feel that for the group of Pisces that I'm connecting with, growing up and walking life feeling very isolated and alone caused a lot of depression. That's the message that I'm picking up very strongly. And with the Temperance card, Spirit here, it's alerting you, and it's a message that, number one, you are not broken, you never were broken, and that you are very loved and very protected by your guides, by your angels, by Spirit Source, God, whoever and whatever you resonate with, and that you are never alone. You are never, ever alone. So, and in furthering this message that I'm picking up, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant card. This is exactly how it has been. This is the way it's come out. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant card. This is the reason why part of the reason why that I feel that for those that I'm tapping into who were raised in a very strict religious background, and for those Pisces who have now forged their own path, what I feel with this Wheel of Fortune, that this is a karmic cycle. This is a karmic cycle that you are working to come to a close within your own soul. It's a karmic cycle of beating yourself up, of guilt, of feeling a lot of guilt and a lot of shame for forging your own path and following your heart. Because the Hierophant card, he is the Pope of the tarot. And this represents a marriage. It represents conformity of traditional values, but it also represents higher spiritual learning, understanding and learning what is holy and sacred to you. And that means people, one can go against that conformity and that tradition and stepping out and knowing that no matter what, that you are loved. You are the embodiment and the living example of unconditional love. You are a spark of the divine. You are a spark of the universe. You are made of stardust. That's what I'm just feeling and being called to say, that the path that you are walking on, Pisces, that is the path for you, and that you are loved and you are a divine being of light and love. We have the Queen of Cups here in the middle. So what I'm feeling, that this is your energy. This is your energy, and what you might be grieving or what might feel broken within. I feel, Pisces, that you have a very, very deep and loving heart, and where you might have once been a people pleaser, codependency, or a martyr of any kind, that this is what is healing. See, we have the Star card. Remember, you are made of star stuff, and you are healing. You are healing. You are healing any behaviors of codependency, any behaviors of being a martyr, or any kind of less than kind of love is what I'm feeling. And it's because Pisces, you are a very deeply loving being with unconditional love. You unconditionally love each and every person that you come into contact with. And at times it had been very important for you to please everybody and want everybody to feel loved at your own expense. And that is what you are healing. So you can come back into balance and step into that ocean of unconditional love, but in a very healthy way, allowing you to project that love onto the world, that only, in the way that only you know how to do, but in a very loving way and in a very conscious and healthy way. And so, with this healing, it gives you renewed inspiration and hope and purpose and strength. Where you might have felt weak in the past, you are now strengthening your resolve. You are strengthening your heart. You are healing that. What might have felt broken within, with your very deep embedded strength, inner strength, this is where you're going to shine your light. You're going to shine your light onto the world, just like the Moonology cards had spoken about. Your dreams need a practical plan. Your commitment is being tested. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't allow any guilt or shame come into what you are meant to do in this lifetime here on this earth. Because you, Pisces, have so much love to share with the world. Your voice, your gifts, your abilities, they are needed. They are deeply needed in this world at this moment in time. So Pisces, the next one is the promise, the rebirth of the sun. What is the promise of renewal? The promise of renewal. The promise of renewal. A return of the sun for Pisces. Return of the sun for Pisces. Oh my. I just got a chill. Pisces. Oh my God. I'm just, oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Between the Aries reading and your reading, Pisces, never in my life, and I've been reading cards, well over a year and a half now, and I know that that's like, a short amount of time over in the big picture, but all of the readings between your reading and Aries, I have not seen these many major arcana cards come out. And so what I'm feeling in a collective sense, that spirit, universe, God, source, whoever, whatever you resonate with, is really stepping in for the collective and pushing the collective to step into their truth, to step into that well of unconditional love. Because for those light workers, healers, twin flames, who are meant to do very, very divine work, Spirit and Universe is stepping in and making sure that we are pushed to do this cosmic work, this divine work. Wow. All I can say is wow. Pisces, we have, this is the way it's come out. I need to show you exactly. We have the Death card to the Wheel of Fortune to the Devil. The cutting out, the cutting out and the transformation and the transmutation of this karmic cycle of all of the thoughts, behaviors, paradigms, old belief systems, anything that has kept you chained and bound. This is being transformed and transmuted and cut out. This is the return of the light. This is the promise of renewal. This is all getting cut out and changed and transformed. And here we go. We have the Hierophant card again with the world. The return of the sun, the promise of renewal. Whatever path, Pisces, that you have chosen to walk upon in your life, I really feel for some, this is a spiritual guidance, being a spiritual leader of some kind, a spiritual voice. For those who need guidance, for those who are looking for guidance and support on their journey, because you have been there. You have been there where your story, Pisces, your story is here to inspire and help others on their path. A brand new life cycle is opening up because you have closed a very painful life cycle, but the world is now opened up, and the return of the sun, exactly what I said in the last, this came out again in the middle. In the middle, the return of the sun is the return of your heart, is the return of your heart in a healthy way. Justice, return of the sun is the balance and the justice that you have been seeking is yours to take. It is yours. You balancing of the scales, looking at things for exactly how they are, and looking at your path for exactly what it is, and knowing that this balances you. This is the path that you have always been meant to walk, no matter what. And this is letting go, letting all of the old go, letting all of the old belief systems, the old lower energies and entities and thought patterns that have kept you chained and bound. King of Swords, letting go of anybody that with the King of Swords can be a very authoritative, dictator-like, very cold, detached authority figure in one's life. So whoever this signifies to you, Pisces, you're letting go. You're letting go of those very overcritical voices of the past. Remember, again, don't let your past hold you back. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment has been tested, and it will continue to be tested. But what I feel very strongly, walking into this new decade, Pisces, you are walking in almost as if a renewed being, like everything is renewed and full of hope and strength and unconditional love. And you are walking in as a leader. You are walking in with such high spiritual learning and understanding of what you're meant to do, and where you are and where you're going. That's amazing. That is absolutely beautiful. The third is the integration of the dark and the light. What wisdom does the dark and the light offer as they integrate? The integration of dark and light, and what wisdom is being offered to you as the dark and light intertwine, as the dark and light intertwine. Okay, the integration of the dark and the light, what wisdom does that offer Pisces, the collective of Pisces spirit? Okay, one more, I'm being told one more. For those who are still with me, I appreciate you immensely. The integration of dark and light for Pisces. What wisdom does the integration of dark and light offer for Pisces spirit? The integration of dark and light. Oh, wow. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. You know, I'm being guided. I'm being guided. Okay. Okay. Pisces, the integration of dark and light, the wisdom that it is offering you. It's the wisdom, the Ace of Swords. These are the crowning energies. The Ace of Swords, the wisdom between the dark and the light as they intertwine is undeniable truth. This is your undeniable truth. The wisdom and the gift of the dark and light combined, what that gives to you is an undeniable, clear truth of who you are as a spiritual being having this human experience. The gift is knowing that the turbulent waters that you have experienced and have walked through for so long, you have had the strength to sail away from that towards your truth. You had the gift is putting an end, putting a complete and total end to all people, places, things, and situations that had not given you any emotional fulfillment, that have tried to crush your dreams and your wishes, because you now sit in a seat where you feel very strong in your truth. You know your soul, you know your journey, you know your heart. The gift and wisdom of the dark and the light combined is the Hermit card. No longer do you feel isolated, no longer do you feel depressed. No, what this gift and wisdom of the dark and light gives you is a light in the dark, is all of the wisdom and the knowledge that you now hold. And because you have been understanding the integration of your shadow and your light, because this is what has guided you through this entire journey. And the gift is that although this has been Knight of Pentacles, although this has been a journey that has been very slow moving, slow and steady, you have continued to move with one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, one moment at a time. And what this gift has given you is the Lover's card. This is the gift of ultimate self-love, ultimate unconditional love, the balancing of the masculine and feminine within, coming home to oneself in unconditional self-love. The gift of the light and the dark is that it has allowed you to allow all of your old belief systems, old paradigms, old traumas, wounds, and hurts and pain. This was internal. You allowed it to fall away, to burn away, to disintegrate. The gift of the light and the dark. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The gift is that you still have a compassionate heart and you can still love. You can love unconditionally, but you now know how to establish boundaries. You now know how to present yourself in a way where you no longer will allow anybody to take away what you already hold within. And that is your will, that is your heart, that is your soul. And the Nine of Wands, the gift of the dark and the light. This shows that although you might be feeling exhausted and a little beat up, you have not given up, and you don't ever intend to give up, because your heart is what leads the way. That is the gift of the light and the dark, the wisdom that all of the love that you hold in your heart, Pisces, that deep well of unconditional love, it has never been wrong. The path that you have been walking, it is not wrong. And you know this because you now have a very strong sense of who you are and where you're going. You know exactly where you've been. And it doesn't mean that, doesn't mean that we have to be perfect. And you know that you are imperfectly perfect, or being perfect imperfectly, whatever that is. I know that you know what I'm talking about. And you are okay with that. You are okay with being perfectly imperfect. That's what it is. So lastly is the gift of the dark. What longs to be remembered, and restored, the gift of the dark. I think I might have already said a lot of that, but let's see what the tarot has to say in the end. What longs to be remembered and restored, a gift of the dark. Gift of the dark for Pisces. It comes out again. Okay, gift of the dark. Wow. And it did come out again, so I'm taking it. Gift of the dark. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use these two here. I'm going to put up here. Gift of the dark. What longs to be remembered and restored. What longs to be remembered. The Hanged Man. Gift of the dark is looking at things from a completely different perspective, but more importantly, with the Queen of Cups, which is you. Again, this is the third time the Queen of Cups has come out. The gift of the dark is understanding what this is about. The Hanged Man, this is about self-sacrifice, knowing what you have already sacrificed and what you are willing to continue to sacrifice to bring your dream, your soul's purpose, your mission into manifestation and fruition, and what you are no longer willing to sacrifice. The remembering of your heart, remembering that you are a divine being of light and love, this unconditional love that you want to shower upon the world. Is knowing that it is to be done in a very healthy way and not to sacrifice your heart and your feelings and emotions, because you are loved. You are loved and divinely protected and guided at all times. And that this is like this fourth time this has happened. Sorry about that, guys. So, gift of the dark, what longs to be remembered. We have the Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, and what longs to be remembered is to go boldly with the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, is to go boldly into this world. No longer will your world be gray and gloomy and monotonous and sad. The Knight of Wands is a reminder to go boldly into your life in technicolor, in vivid color, and being alive, and knowing with the Three of Pentacles that you are not alone. You are never alone, and you have a soul family, a soul tribe that you are connecting with, who want to collaborate and cooperate with you and working together. Gift of the dark, what longs to be remembered. With the Tower with the Emperor card is that you are no longer afraid of allowing what needs to burn away. Like the Tower, this is internal, because you are the authority of your own life. You are the leader of your own life. You are the only one the only person that you can control is yourself. And this feeling of order and control and feeling safe and secure within your leadership role as a divine being, that you are willing to allow anything that is not in alignment with your mission, your soul's purpose, you as a being, you are going to allow to burn away to the ground. And that the only thing that you're going to welcome into your life is something that is built on a very solid foundation. The gift of the dark is that you have laid to rest the burdens that were not yours to carry. So you laid them down, you put them to rest. You are no longer pushing uphill and carrying burdens that were not yours to carry, that were like pushed upon you, that you had been carrying for a very long period of time, until you decided one day, I'm done. It's going to be burned away. That's not mine to carry. That is not mine to carry. So you've put them down. You have put them down. So Pisces, I mean, these readings keep getting more beautiful with each and every zodiac sign. You are being pushed, Pisces, to step into your truth, to step into your mission, to step into your soul's work. And that can be as simple as being the best parent that you can possibly be. It doesn't mean that you need to be some kind of like Mother Teresa or Gandhi or anything like that. A soul's mission is following your soul's voice, is following your truth, whatever that might look like for you, Pisces. And for some people, it might be stepping into a very socially recognized role, but that's not for everyone. You know yourself better than anybody else, and your love is felt by each and every interaction that you have on a daily basis. So 3 messages of love from the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Oop, nope. I already did that one more shuffle. 3 messages, Spirit, for Pisces. Messages of love. I just chose the... Oh, wow. Nope, I'm going to put that. I don't feel it. So, okay, Spirit. Excuse me. So sorry, Pisces. Thank you for bearing with. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate your patience. So the first message is new love. Embrace. Wow. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work, opportunities, or spiritual growth. New love, what I feel based on the reading is that your eyes have been opened to a new way of love, not the old way that had you feeling isolated and alone and depressed. This is a new love. This is a new paradigm. This is a new template, the template of unconditional love. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. Be close to your soul tribe, be close to your family. This could be your pet even. But as humans, I can attest to this. We need that pat on the back, or we need that hug from somebody that we trust, or whether it's our cat or our dog or our children, our parents, friends. So be affectionate to those that you trust and love the most around you. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Just know that love is the only thing that is real. Love is the only thing that matters. And love is the most powerful energy in the universe. Love. Think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. And the frequency and vibration of love is the most powerful energy there is in the universe. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. So whether that is a compliment, whether that is an actual material gift, whatever it is, show appreciation to those people around you. And even something as simple as a thank you is an affirmation of love. So Pisces, if you resonated with this reading, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified on new readings that I upload on a regular basis. And until next time, Pisces, I'm sending you so much love and so much peace.